All right, Facebook. Namaste. What the hell's that green light for? Namaste. God bless. How are all of you? Turn off the snot machine. My God. I mean, it's crazy, man. The allergies or something. Oh, my God. Last night, I looked like a gerbil. All puffed up with food, man. What a mess. What a mess. But thank God for my ex got me many moons ago. Oh, them rollers, the chicks will know this stuff. Them rollers, I use that stuff for my eyes because my eyes are big enough. Tap in some snot and everything kind of just explodes. So I'm just rolling it, trying to roll around this stuff, trying to get out of my system. I think it moved to my fingers now, but all is good. Hopefully you guys had a good Thursday. I'm sorry I missed you last night. It just wasn't happening. And here I go, exacerbate the problem by lighting the friggin' set with all scented candles. Good job, Jerry. You're awesome, man. All right, let's get to work, guys. Beyond my monologue of bickering and bantering here. I learned a great lesson a long time ago from Jim Carrey. He said, your eyes don't only see things, meaning take things in, but they project things. And that's real important. You guys got to realize it's the first set of words in the five senses: see, hear, smell, taste, touch. And I learned that a long time ago that no matter what you're going through, no matter what's going on in your life, no matter good, bad, ugly, whatever you want to call it, how your eyes see the world is how the world's going to come back to you. And out of the quote box, I wrote up a doozy, man, a long time ago. I wanted to share with you guys. Your eyes see the world, but your mind can see the future. Your eyes see the world with your five senses: see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. So that's the first of the five senses. Or you can see the world by your future. In other words, your imagination. And if you're living by the five senses, the five that I mentioned, which is the first one, which is see, you'll realize that your life is going to be quite different if you live in that state of passion and the imagination that you want to bring to life. And I learned that, it was such a long time ago, but I gotta show you guys something. And people always bust my chops. I'm always wearing like sunglasses. I don't wear a meatball to be a rock star. I wear them because light bothers my eyes. That's why I got soft porn light settings here, man. But I'm going to do something for you guys. Watch. I'm going to put these on. I kind of look like Stevie Wonder with these things on. But what did I just do with that stupid little set right there? I just changed how I saw the world and not live by the five senses that's going on around me. We do that every day. We have this amazing choice every single day. And tonight's show came out of a quote that I got on Tuesday night that I posted in a reel. It's from Marcel Proust. And he wrote some amazing words. He said, my destination is no longer a place, but a new way of seeing. And that's great because he's not using the five senses. Does that make sense? To see his world, he's putting himself in his own world. And the more you can do that, the more you can reflect on that by adding the sunglasses or whatever you want to do, you're changing how you look at the world. And no matter what comes into your life, you're still going to be in that state where you know where you're going. And Rihanna, the pop star, many moons ago, and I'll get right to some words out of the quote box, she mentioned a brilliant quote. I think she was setting her prophecy right there, even before she became a big star. She said, I'm really looking forward to seeing what life brings me. What did she just say? I'm really looking forward. She was anticipating an amazing future just by the words she was uttering. And look at her now. God bless her. I mean, you start uttering those kind of words, you start changing how you see life. Life is going to say, okay, I'm going to give you more of that. But out of the quote box, a couple powerful words, because this sets up the behavior patterns that we all deal with every single day. And I had to learn, excuse me, I'm getting this snot moving around here. And if you realize what you're seeing in life, how you're seeing life, you realize what you're drawing to you. Because your eyes are sending out energy. Everything sends out energy, meatball. Everything, every move, every vibration is thought. It starts with that. And when you guys can grasp that, man, it's a powerful tool. Now, your eyes see the world, but your mind can see the future. See is to perceive by, hence your opinion. So you could have this beautiful rose in front of you, but you think it looks like shit because it's how you think. or you could look at every detail and the dewdrops on it. Does that make sense? It's how you look at life. It's how life is going to look back at you and show you, or in my case, living frustrated the past couple of days with issues at work, and just I got the frustrations, I got them back in my physicality. Probably that's probably what happened. See to perceive by, hence behold, recognize, and sense. Well, that kind of makes sense, right? Pardon the pun on the see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. From that start, that same perspective that we have, that we send out every day and that we allow in every day, we gain what they call a mood. We all know that. We all live in a mood every day, and whatever mood you project out from that perception of your five senses, the see, hear, smell, taste, touch, a conscious state of mind. This is what I'm talking about. You start with the seeing things. How you see things is how they see you. Then you move on to how it makes you feel. Well, which is even more powerful because that sends off vibrations and energy out to the universe, which attracts to you snot or whatever you're sending out in life. That's what I was doing the past couple days, and I just realized it last night. I'm like, oh, the meatball, what are you doing? You're not practicing what you're preaching, man. So this is what I love these recollections of my own stupidity sometimes, but it's awesome because when you realize this stuff, you realize what you're sending out and what you're getting back. If you're living in frustration, like I did the past 3 days, I got frustrating things happening in my life. Not bad, but frustrating. Does that make sense? The universe is precise and it takes practice. And it says mood, a conscious state of mind or predominant emotion. The problem is how you see the world. You keep seeing it the way you see it, either like I did with the Stevie Wonder thing, or doing it however you choose. You're going to develop a mood from that. And whatever mood you carry, it's going to start the next part of the construction of your character, which is temperament. And mood is synonym is feeling. I mean, how amazing is that? Your mood is basically the magnet that you're sending out. The better the mood, the better the outcome. The worse the mood, the worse the outcome. And I couldn't control it the past couple of days, man. It just, it hit me so hard last night. And then this morning I woke up, I had to make an Italian thing. I was making some pasta for the ex. I was going to drop it off. And I'm sitting there, I'm boiling this stuff, and I'm just falling asleep above the stove, man. So your mood is it's such a vital part of your attraction force. A conscious state of mind or predominant emotion, hence your feeling. This is what I'm talking about. If your conscious state of mind, hence your mood, is that you're not loved or you don't feel loved or you don't feel worthy, you can only create from that feeling. Does that make sense? Then the next word, because if you keep doing that, you keep sending out that predominant state of feeling, or hence the mood, you create a temperament. And it starts building. The foundation's already been built with the mood thing. You start building the foundation of the house. Now you build a temperament. And the next phase of that is character. And you don't want that. And I say this with all due respect. Because you got to undo that stuff, man. Does that make sense? So temperament is a noun, the characteristic mood of emotional response. Hence, what you're sending out every day, you're going to get back every day. If you keep seeing life as it is, however it may be, good or bad, you develop a mood from that, hence a feeling of that. There, it manifests into a temperament. And from there, it's concrete into a character. This is why it's so hard for people to change. And it took me the longest time. And I laugh at myself because sometimes I fall back in the pool, man. And I realize, what did I just do? Here I am saying this stuff and I'm not practicing what I'm preaching. But it's a good wake-up call, because if you can alleviate the problem that's causing the mood, you'll realize that you can break that foundation. You can start a whole new way of seeing things. How you see the world is how the world is going to see you. Your eyes not only they don't just see things, man, but they project things. You're sending out energy. You're sending out vibration. You're sending out snot. You're sending out whatever you're sending out, man. You just got to realize however you see the world, and your daily activity creates the mood from that daily thought activity, which creates over time a temperament. And then from there, you build your house of character. And this is why people don't realize why it's so hard to change, because they spent so long seeing the world as they saw it, to build the mood every day, to carry that mood, that temperament, that chosen subconscious state of mind. Remember, it's a choice. And now they created a temperament. They've anchored it. And if you keep doing it, like for instance, if somebody breaks up with you, your mood for how long it could be anger, frustration. You keep living in that anger and frustration, you're only going to build a foundation to create more anger and frustration, because now it's become a part of your temperament after a week or 2 or 3 or months or years. Does that make sense? So guys, I'll say it to you one more time. It's so simple, but it's so powerful. The first set of the 5 senses see what you allow in, and then you start projecting out is going to start to manifest in your life. So if you see the world as a bad place, you can only attract bad places. You can only attract situations to match that. Universe is precise. When I learned that, I'm like, there's no leeway, man. There's no leeway to get around it. You can't hide your feelings from the universe. You can't hide because the universe is your own way of thinking. It's your bubble. It's your vibration that can only stick to match that. Does that make sense? So your eyes see the world. How do you see the world every day? You see it with the senses of good, no matter what's going on. Yeah, you might have a bump in the road, but you're still optimistic about the future, or let your mind see the future. That's what gets you in a great mood, because you know, like Rihanna said, I'm really looking forward to what life has in store for me. That this is a kind of temperament that goes such a long way in life. It really jacks you knowing where you're going. And yeah, you're going to have days like I did, and you're going to get frustrated. But as long as it doesn't move on to a continuous mood, because from that mood, you're actually laying bricks of a foundation of a temperament, which turns into a character. And you start going to those character traits as a person, they're hard to alleviate. And people, I know, I've been there, I've done that, and it takes forever to rebuild a house once you set that foundation in place. So it's imperative to change your view of the world. Yeah, it might suck at this time, but I remember sitting in that 12 by 12, eating ramen noodles, literally making them in a coffee pot. They didn't have kitchens, man. We just had a microwave. I couldn't microwave water the right way, so I would blend it in my coffee pot back then. My coffee pot was great. Used to make angel hair pasta, the whole 9 yards. I was the master of the coffee master over here. But I had to make do. I made the best of it. And you guys can make the best of it, whatever's going on in your life as well. But you got to remember, you got to understand, you're in control. How you see the world. Ask yourself that question. Remember, it creates the mood by what you're allowing in. And then from there, a temperament, and then from there, a character. You start getting into that character phase, and you've built up this strong, abundant mindset, knowing that good things are happening, and knowing that you're going to achieve, and you're going to have this, and you're going to attain that, and you're going to attract this and attract that. Life gets fun, because you're going to have days like I did and create some snot for a little while. Yeah, but it's going to go away, because you're going to bounce right back into the temperament that you've anchored. And it works the other way as well. You keep hanging in the mood of the past, of where you've been, what's going on. Why did it be this way? Why is life so hard? It can only give you of the same thing. This is what I'm saying. It's an amazing conscious choice, up or down, sideways, right, whatever you want to go, guys. It's your choice. You make the choice for yourself. Your eyes see the world, but your mind can see the future. Remember that, guys. America's Mentor. I'm going to go make some dinner and go to bed early tonight and kind of roll this stuff off my face. America's Mentor _radio on Instagram. Guys, the reels are out of bounds. I mean, I love you guys. You're out of bounds. I'm so grateful that you let me show my creativity on such a massive scale with Facebook, and Facebook has been great to really push those out there. At America's Mentor on Twitter, at America's Mentor on YouTube, guys. Thanks for the Jackson views. Again, with YouTube, where are you guys coming from, man? But, guys, enjoy your night. I'll see you guys soon. Hopefully, tomorrow night, less notified, as they say. Have a great night, guys. I'll see you guys soon.